Hi, Chris Moylan here. Grandma 2 onPC supports input from command buttons, touchscreen, mouse, or also directly from the keyboard into the command line. Select the channel view and then a couple of channels directly via the touchscreen. Then turn the dimmer wheel, or the dimmer encoder, upwards. Now select a couple of channels with the command keys and give them a value. For instance, 1 through 10 plus 20 at 75, please. Now switch to the executor screen and use the channel page plus key to view the channels faders. Use the faders to slide a few channels to different values. Finally, bring a flashing cursor with the MA and please key to the command line and type in a command using the keyboard. For example, C20 T40 A50 please. This command selects channels 20 through 40 and sets the channels to value 50. So now we come to the programmer. Activating channels or fixtures, or changing values, will load them into the programmer. The store options are preset so that only the active red values are saved. Now press on the store key and then the first key of the first fader. Now the values in the programmer have been saved to a queue on the first executor fader. To change or delete a selection or activated channels from the programmer, use the clear key. Pressing the clear key for the first time deselects all channels and fixtures. Pressing the clear key a second time deactivates the active values and they can no longer be saved, but they retain their value. Pressing clear a third time deletes the selection and all values from the programmer. To execute 3 clears in one step, just briefly hold down the clear key. Now raise the first executor. The executor is automatically switched on and the stored values are displayed. If you have several executors activated, you can see a good overview of what's running on the off menu. Press the off key twice. In this menu, you can use the buttons to switch off selected fields or switch off all the executors on all screens using the Everything Off button. Now let's talk about how to create and save queues and chases. First of all, delete the programmer by pressing the clear key 3 times and switch off all executors with everything off. Activate the fixture view in screen 2 and select the second group, all alpha beam 1500s. Press the full key to open the dimmers to 100%. Save this with the store key on the second executor and then press the executor's go key. Above the 4 encoders, select preset type 4, color. Switch to the color mix feature by pressing the color field above the first encoder. The encoders now display CM1, CM2, and CM3. Using the special dialog key, you can call an HSB color menu, in which you can directly enter a color. Choose the color red and save it with the store key to the third executor. Now change the color mix to blue and save it with the store key again to the third executor. A selection window will appear. Choose the Create Second Queue option to save a second queue after the first to create a sequence with queues. Now you can call both queues using the Go key from the third executor. With the Edit key and the key from the third executor, you can enter the trigger, delay, or fade time into the queue list. Now try pressing Assign and then a key from the third executor. A menu will appear, or you can change the configuration of executor buttons or the width of applied faders. In the Options menu, you can switch the executor function to Chaser. In the sequence, it is possible to set a different time to each queue. If the executor is set to Chaser, all queues will run with a single speed value and crossfade with a single fade value. Now you can close all open menus using the Escape key. Now press Assign twice and then any key from the third executor. In the text field, enter a name, like colors. Now let's take a look on how we import and save effects. Open the Setup, Show, Import-Export, Import Effects menu. Select the predefined XML data file and click once on the name header to select all effects. Enter a 1 in the Start at Effect field and enable the overwrite setting. Then press once on the import key. Now all Grandma 2 software predefined effects should be imported. Go ahead and close the setup menu. Select the second group, all Alpha Beam 1500s. Next, call up screen 3 and choose the effects view. Try pressing Effect 24, the pan tilt circle. Save this effect with the 12 fixtures using the store key on an empty effect button. Let's take number 30. Now press the Assign key, Effect button 30, and then any key from Executor 4. This makes it possible for Effect 30 to be operated on Executor 4 via the faders and different key functions. Using Assign, then Learn, and then the On key of Executor 4, we can allocate a tap tempo function to quickly change the speed of chasers or effects. The Go Back function allows chasers or effects to run backwards. Using the Pause function, you can hold or resume the executor or effect. Remember, it's very important to save your show often, preferably on an external USB stick. You can save the show quickly and simply by pressing the backup key twice. If you would like to save the show externally on a USB stick, first of all, open up the backup menu. Insert the stick into the USB port. After a few seconds, a new tab appears with the stick's name. Select the tab and then press the Save Show button. If the USB stick remains selected and inserted, the show data can be quickly transferred to the stick by pressing Backup twice. So, that was a small overview on how to use the new command wing with the Grandma 2 onPC software. If you're interested to attend an MA University course about the command wing or any of MA's products, contact your local distributor. You can find out more at malighting.com. I hope you learned something, have fun, and we'll see you next time.